and today we'll be looking at Selangor 2021 trial paper. Paper 2, guys, paper 2. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so guys, we are looking at the entire paper 2 for Selangor Biology 2021. For those who do not know, Selangor always comes up with 2 sets of trial papers. Now, if you're from Selangor, memang like you would have sat for something called Module Pintas in Form 4. In Form 5, percubaan, they call it the same name, Module Pintas. All right. Okay, I mean that's to date lah. To date, like for the past quite a number of years, they came up with 2 sets every year. Okay. Okay, so let's look at question 1. Guys, question 1 here, we are dealing with plants right away. We are dealing with plants right away. Okay, so okay, if you look at the very first question, what is tissue P? Tissue P, guys, tissue P, if you are able to recognize, this is actually lignin and is located inside. We call this xylem. Guys, we call this xylem, whereas tissue Q is phloem. Always remember the outer one is phloem, inner one xylem. Okay? And function of phloem is always to transport. You can call it photosynthesis product. You can call it okay, of course you can call it organic compound sugar, but there's also one more term, you can call it starch lah. But to me, the best is this, to transport photosynthesis product. Okay, because it's 1 mark, this will do to transport products of photosynthesis. Okay. Next, explain one characteristic that allows tissue P, which is xylem, to transport water more efficiently. 2 marks, so you have to give one adaptation, then followed by explanation. Then another adaptation, followed by adaptation. Okay, so first of all, guys, xylem is a very long tube that stretches from the roots all the way to the leaves. So we say that they are arranged longitudinally, end to end, one joint to another. Therefore, water is transported, use this word, continuously, or it forms a continuous channel. Guys, earlier I colored and I wrote lignin. That is very important. No matter what, you will get marks when it comes to adaptation for xylem. Okay, lignin, the schema gave this avoid collapse, but personally I feel a better one is this is to ensure or to provide mechanical, this is to provide mechanical support to xylem, okay, in order to transport water. And if you find that, guys, if you find that, let's say you want another extra one, or if you're preparing for exam, sir, can you give me another one more? So you can use this because xylem and sclerenchyma, they have 2 similarities. Guys, xylem and sclerenchyma, they have 2 similarities. Number 1, lignin. Number 2, dead cells. Therefore, they have we can see they have a space for continuous water transport. Okay, continuous water transport. They are dead cells, guys. They are dead cells. Okay, so as you can see here, any matching A and B together. So 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks. Okay, guys, question C, tissue R lines the outermost layer. This is very simple. This is what we call the cuticle. Okay, this is what we call the cuticle. Let's move on to let's move on to question 2. Guys, question 2, quite obvious, we are dealing with Form 4, Chapter 3. Form 4, Chapter 3. Movement of substances across plasma membrane. R is pore protein, or if you want, You can also use channel protein. This is exactly the same, guys. It's exactly the same. Then S is phospholipid. Okay, S is phospholipid. Please draw 1 star for the next one. Exam, not always lah, guys, but there's quite a high frequency of them asking function of cholesterol, the role, apakah peranan. Guys, whenever we talk about cholesterol, we see it as something negative. It's because probably your parents, your grandparents, your uncles, aunties, so on and so forth. You see, I'm involving more and more in your family members. they say, oh, cholesterol is bad. So from young, you hear that sentence quite often, and you are indirectly influenced. Actually, guys, to be frank, anything excessive is bad. Anything excessive is bad, okay? So cholesterol, memang they have a very important role to play, that is to make it more flexible, make the bilayer more flexible. Actually, stronger also can, but I always prefer the word more flexible. Another way of putting it is to stabilize. Many books use this as well. Cholesterol will stabilize the plasma membrane. Okay, guys, draw 1 star. Quite a popular question, guys. Definitely quite a popular question. Okay, guys. So the role of red blood cells is to transport oxygen. Draw an arrow to show the oxygen moving across. The main point of this question is that you must know this is simple diffusion. Guys, you must know this is simple diffusion. Simple diffusion means what? If you are good enough, guys, you are definitely able to answer me this question. What must oxygen pass through? In the plasma membrane, what must oxygen pass through? The answer is this: the bilayer, the phospholipid bilayer. Sir, I draw like this, can or not? Sir, I draw like this, can or not? Sir, I draw here, ngam like this, can or not? Okay lah, still okay lah. But this one not too good lah. Okay. Or sir, I drew like this, can or not? Can. Just one arrow will do. Guys, just one arrow will do. Okay, to get that 1 mark. So the note that is in, I mean what they ask examiners in Selangor to take note is that the arrow must move across the bilayer. Why? Because it's simple diffusion. Okay. Next one is quite a common question as well, because we learn hemolysis and crenation. In this case, put in distilled water. Draw 1 star. Guys, we all know distilled water is hypo. Red blood cell, guys, if let's say outside is hypo, inside is definitely hyper. Water move in, poof, it will burst. We call this hemolysis. In exam, whether hemolysis, whether burst, they are the same thing. Why? Why water enter? Because outside hypo. Don't say outside, use the word distilled water hypo, water entered. This one wrong already. Diffuse into red blood cell by osmosis. Okay, diffuse into red blood cell by osmosis. Yeah. So guys, if they can ask you hemolysis, they can also ask you crenation. If they can ask you red blood cell, they can also ask you plants, plasmolysis, deplasmolysis. Okay, guys, please take note. Turgid, flaccid. All these are applications under Form 4 Bab 3. Okay, mari kita tengok soalan 3. Guys, this is from Form 4 Bab 6. Okay, so first question they are asking you, name the stage. Guys, I love to ask my students to do this. Draw a plus. When the chromosomes do not touch your line, it must be anaphase. And because you see, I always tell students, meiosis 1 is like you get together with someone and then break up. Okay, that's quite a sad story. Anyway, so here is like 2 chromosomes separated. This is anaphase 1. Guys, this is anaphase 1. So answer here, this is anaphase 1. Okay, please highlight chromosomal behavior. Okay, if you watch probably one of my SPM 2021 trial paper sets, I did tell you chromosomal behavior is a common word. They are just asking you what happened to the chromosome. What happens to the chromosome during that particular peringkat, that particular phase? Oh, homologous chromosomes separate, move to opposite poles. Okay. They separate. You must use the word homologous chromosome because they are like a couple, then break up, separate. Okay, they move to opposite poles. So P2, what it means is it's still made up of a pair of sister chromatid. Guys, if you forgot, sister chromatid means this. If I separate this chromosome, these two are known as sister chromatids. Okay. Okay, next. How is this important? Guys, I'm sure your teacher would have taught you. Listen, if we talk about prophase 1, automatically somehow rather there's a 90% chance we'll talk about synapses, crossing over, and then the importance. Okay, I'm sure your teacher would have told you also that anaphase. I always tell my students, when you see anaphase here, you can foresee, you can expect them to ask you about importance as well. So for anaphase 1, number of chromosomes will become haploid. Okay, or you can first say, guys, you can first say during anaphase 1, number of chromosomes are halved. Okay, half means become half lah, become half. Okay, so either one of the 3 points. Most of the answer scheme will use this first lah, then only the other two. Okay, but it's only 1 mark, so anyone is fine lah, guys. Anyone is fine. I'm giving you this point in case they ask you 2 marks. Okay, guys, just in case they ask you 2 marks. Okay, now a person who have worked for 35 years exposed to radiation, one of the children have a disability. Okay, this is obviously, guys, this here is Down syndrome. Down syndrome, okay, Down syndrome. Down syndrome, whenever they ask you how it occurs, you have to mention mutation. Around top, you must mention mutation. Okay, you must mention non-disjunction. Guys, non-disjunction, for those who haven't, I don't know, maybe you haven't reached that topic. I'm not sure, maybe lah. Because you can be watching this video like before percubaan or maybe near SPM. You get what I mean? So, non-disjunction, okay, tidak disjungsi means no separation. No separation. Okay? And guys, this is for you to brainstorm revision. Down syndrome is on which chromosome? Down syndrome, extra chromosome must be found on chromosome 21. Okay? So guys, have a look. Like I said, you must talk about mutation. This is something from chapter 12, Form 5, Bab 12. Okay, this is due to non-disjunction, meaning separation did not occur for the 21st pair, and therefore number of chromosomes will be either more than 1 or less than 1. And because let's say sperm got let's say on chromosome 21, sperm got 2, then ovum got 1. So that's how we get 3 chromosomes at chromosome 21. We call this trisomy 21. Or if you just say, oh, sir, can I just write 3 chromosomes for the 21st pair? Okay, also. Okay. Down syndrome, 1 mark. You get marks because you're able to identify. Okay. Okay, guys, if you want to, you can pause and then slowly copy. Because I wouldn't want the rest to wait. You know, you can just pause and copy. Okay, guys. Now, question 4. We are looking at a UniCord leaf. All right, and based on diagram 4, very obvious process T. They even hinted you guys T for what? I'm just saying T here is for transpiration. What is the importance? Standard answer. Make sure water is transported non-stop. To make sure guys, when you feel hot, right, you will do something to not feel that hot. Turn on aircon. If you're outside, you stand under tempat berteduh, a shade, drink more water. But plants, you don't see the plants moving around, you know. Guys, if you see any plant moving when the weather is hot, you call me. Yeah, you send video to me. But until then, transpiration is to help them cool down. Cool down. Okay. So transpiration helps to cool the plant. Guys, cool the plant. Okay. Oh yeah, 1 mark only. I thought 2 marks. Okay, yeah, this one 1 mark only, guys. Anyone will do. So easy, like it's a full mark. Okay, so on a rainy day, water absorption become faster. Do you agree? Yeah, normally they expect you to agree, but here they want you to disagree because here we are talking about air movement. Sorry, not air movement. We call it humidity, air humidity, kelembapan. You can say humidity is high. So less water will be lost through transpiration. First step, you just say a no. You get 1 mark straight. Because concentration of water vapor is high, less can be lost. This will reduce the transpiration rate. Or if you want to mention humidity high, it's the same point as the second point here. It's the same as the second point. Okay. Okay. Ecosystem can be endangered caused by different types of pollution. One of them is one of the ways to reduce it is through phytoremediation. Guys, do you remember phytoremediation? I think Form 5, Buck 5. Okay. So, oh, you just have to give the definition. Very simple. It's a treatment. Guys, it is a treatment whereby we use plants to get rid of pollutants. To get rid. So you have these 3 points, you should be quite safe. If you want, you can say get rid of pollutant from soil and water. Even better. Guys, yeah, you can see here, phytoremediation is a treatment method. We use plants to eliminate pollutants from soil and water. Yes. Remove pollutants from soil and water. Okay. Draw 2 stars. Ever since KSSM was introduced, I told even first-year students, yeah, this type of question can come out anytime one. As long as got plant question, they can just throw it in. Explain phytoremediation, give 2 examples. So guys, my advice is know the definition, hafal 3 examples. Okay, water hyacinth sunflower guys, hafal 3 examples from the textbook. Okay, what they remove. Like water hyacinth remove iron, example. Okay. This is an easy question, guys. Form 4, but 4. Form 4, but 4. Okay. 1 glycerol and 3 fatty acids form 3 fatty acids form a triglyceride. And ever since the year 2000, I think 16, guys, ever since the year 2016, they love to ask students to explain formation. Because it came out once, but ever since then, keep asking. So, revision, guys, what's the process? If you say condensation, you get 1 mark. Okay, and don't forget to mention how many glycerol and how many fatty acid combined. How many triglyceride and water molecules are formed? Okay, so you can say 1 triglyceride is formed, whereby 1 glycerol, 3 fatty acid will combine, 3 water molecules is produced or eliminated also can. Okay, any two, guys, any two. Okay, label huruf X. Label X where absorption of lipid. Confirm the lacteal. Guys, if I were to color the lacteal for you to see, it's yellow in color. This is what we call the lacteal. Okay, so just label, just label. Okay, next. What's this? Oh, consume a lot of butter. Draw 1 star. Butter lead to cardio disease. Why? Because of the lipid that can be deposited in the artery walls. Okay, that's cardiovascular disease. This is due to formation or deposition of fat or plaque. Plaque. Normally I teach in Form 4 Bug 10 lah. Okay. Yeah, but sometimes by right, your teacher should have taught you this. Let's just put it that way. Okay, because why? We say that the plaque can reduce the size of the lumen. Let's say this is your artery wall, a bit thicker. Let's say this is your artery wall. Guys, due to the plaque, let's say accumulated, so it reduces the size of the lumen. Okay, so please draw 1 star for this question. Draw 1 star for this question. Okay. Yeah, it's quite okay. It's quite okay. It's quite okay. Okay, guys. Question 6. The moment you see kingdom, think of 6 kingdom system, meaning Bab 8, Form 5 Bab 8. Yeah, Form 5 Bab 8, the 6 kingdom system is so new, guys, so new that in STPM I'm still teaching now. I'm still teaching 5 kingdom system. 6 kingdom system is an improved version from 5 kingdom system. So you all are learning something a little bit more compared to even the Form 6 students. Okay. Now let's look at the question straight. Based on diagram 6, name another organism that belong to the same as Q. Oh, easy lah, guys, because this is paramecium. Guys, because this is paramecium, so you can say amoeba. Don't forget to underline. Species name, don't forget to underline. And give 2 characteristics of protista. Protista, guys, they can be unicellular or multicellular. They have a very simple cell organization. The cell got nucleus. You guys got many points lah. Got many points. Eukaryote, they have nucleus and organelles. Membrane nucleus, membrane organelles. Guys, they can be unicellular, multicellular, and like I said, simple cell organization. In terms of feeding, can be heterotroph, can be autotroph, can be both. Okay, I think if you're just selecting 2, I think these 2 is quite good. These 2 is quite good already. That's 2 marks. Okay, next. Guys, organisms are decomposers. Keyword decompose. Organisms are decomposers. A dead tree. State the type of interaction. If decompose something dead, confirm is saprophytism. It's something like bread mold, kulak roti. Guys, when you buy bread, there's expiry date, correct? Or you'll just buy, you don't care. So never mind lah, I just eat. A bit of bread mold, never mind lah, I swallow also. So the bread mold, I guys just kidding. The bread mold is because the bread is considered dead. So the bread mold will break down the bread and then absorb the nutrient. Okay, so saprophytism, the moment digestion involves a dead thing, it is saprophytism. Okay, saprophytism. Okay, guys, the use of what? A type of pesticide cause decomposers in the soil to decrease. Explain the effect. Explain the effect. Okay. Now, pesticide will obviously kill bacteria, fungi lah. And this causes, guys, how would the fertility be? Kesuburan tanah. Easier to understand. BM, kesuburan tanah. Definitely lesser. Okay. Fertility of soil will decrease because decomposition does not occur. Because decomposition, you get the nutrient. And then nutrient content will drop. Nutrient content will drop. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, any two lah. This one, any two. Okay, moving on. C. Fern is also an organism, same kingdom as S. Same kingdom as S. Guys, if you're looking at the question, S is the tree with some weird hanging fruits there. Okay, so you have to state two differences. Fern is non-flowering, this one flowering. Okay. Okay, and then you can talk about the reproduction. Guys, this one use spores. This one use seeds. Like plants, let's say durian plant, they use seed. Let's say mulberry plant, they use actually that one is stem already lah. Either seeds or stem also can. Then I'm giving one extra one. Woody, this is considered woody lah. Woody plant, non-woody. Okay, non-flowering, flowering. Use spores. Seeds or stem, but normally they just want seeds. Then non-woody plant, this one is woody plant, guys. Non-woody plant as well as woody plant. Okay. Okay, next one here. Guys, we are obviously looking at, this is what? Pollution. This is pollution. Form 5 Bab 10. Form 5 Bab 10. And then they show you a graph. Guys, using fertilizer in your brain, the moment you see fertilizer, what is the key process? Eutrophication. Eutrophication, meaning algae bloom. Oh, the next question they're asking about algae. Obviously, algae will increase at X lah. Algae will increase at X. Hey, they asked you the process. I answered just now. Okay, so eutrophication, and then the process-wise, guys, the algae will cover the surface. Less sunlight can enter. The plants will carry out less photosynthesis. So less oxygen, the plants will die. Okay, algae cover the surface. Less sunlight can enter the water. Lower rate of photosynthesis. Lower rate of photosynthesis. This one, less oxygen. Okay, oxygen normally we add this word dissolve. Dalam BM oxygen terlarut. Dissolve means in water. Guys, dissolve means in water. Suddenly BM. So this reduces the fish population in the river. Reduces fish population in the river. Guys, actually any two lah. Yeah. So one thing for you to note is SPM will be a bit like that in a sense. They don't expect, let's say, they don't expect you to, let's say, explain 2-3 marks, but the schema only 2-3 points. Memang got more than that because why? Tens of thousands of students are sitting for bio. Not everybody think alike. Not everybody think the same. Not everybody have the same exact point. So there'll be some leeway one. Guys, there'll definitely be some leeway. Okay. Okay, explain the changes of organism population at Y. Guys, location Y, if you are looking at your question now, it's right at the center lah. It's right at the center. Okay. Changes of organism. So there you can see no excess fertilizer. Yeah, no excess fertilizer, less algae, more oxygen. Okay. No excess fertilizer, less algae, meaning more oxygen in the location. There will actually it's not how to say it's they just want you to show the relationship so in the long run more oxygen means more fishes low BOD. I think no need to talk about BOD. It's a bit far, these guys. No need to talk about BOD. All right. Okay, next. The industry near ZAC release hot water. Guys, hot water, you see straight away, you have to identify it as thermal pollution. Thermal pollution. If you mention thermal pollution, you get 1 mark already. Confirm. Okay. And this will kill fishes, definitely. They ask how's the population of fish. Guys, the fish can't survive. Fish decrease because of thermal pollution, and rate of respiration will decrease. This one I find not too good. Okay, guys, this can cause death of fishes. This can cause death of fishes. Just take these three lah. I think P1, P2, P4 is quite sufficient. Okay, guys, let's look at question 8. Diagram 8 shows the nephron structure. Guys, diaphragm 8 shows the nephron structure, meaning form 4 bab 13, urine formation. Based on diagram 8, which part carries out osmoregulation? Osmoregulation, there are two answers. You can say DCT, you can say collecting duct. Okay, DCT, collecting duct. Okay, of course, both are okay lah. Both are okay. Of course, the hormone here actually is mainly referring to ADH. ADH and aldosterone, of course, but when we talk about collecting duct, it's just ADH. Okay, osmoregulation process occurs in nephron when drink a lot of water. Guys, when a person drink a lot of water, how's the osmotic pressure? Drop. Revision, what's the meaning of low osmotic pressure? Too much water in the body, or too little salt, or both. Okay, so there will be less ADH stimulated, lower permeability of the walls of collecting duct, less water reabsorbed, more urine is produced. So guys, low blood osmotic pressure. Oh, pituitary gland less stimulated, okay also lah. So therefore less ADH, less water reabsorbed. Less water reabsorbed. Less ADH, lower. Okay, any two. Guys, any two will do. Any two. Individual A, protein-rich diet, B, balanced diet. Both drink water sufficient 8 glasses per day. Yeah, standard like 8 glasses. Okay, means even if you don't exercise, you are supposed to have 8 glasses a day. So explain the difference in terms of urine content. So guys, which one would have, let me see, a protein-rich diet, balanced diet, protein-rich diet, balanced diet. You need to talk about the keyword here. Let me see. The keyword here is protein-rich diet. So, revision guys, what does protein, what does protein, what happens to protein? Protein-rich diet means constantly a lot of protein. What happens? So here, protein, if you remember, guys, protein undergoes something called deamination. Undergoes deamination to form urea. After digestion left amino acid. Amino acid undergo deamination to form urea. So we can say more urea. Is there anything else? Okay, look. So urine of individual A, more urea. Because why? After digestion, amino acids will undergo deamination to form the urea. And of course, it will be excreted. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, the last part for question 8. Please look at the last part of question 8. What's this? Glucose tolerance test. Pregnant women, women not allowed to eat except to drink plain water. Okay, all right. Explain regulation of blood glucose level. If she's not like this. After 2 hours, so during the test, she drink this in order to stimulate the Langerhans cells, meaning pancreas, okay, or beta Langerhans cells to secrete insulin. All right, yeah, beta cells or pancreas secrete insulin, converting excess glucose to glycogen, and then to store it. To store it, glucose will go back to normal. Glucose will go back to normal level. Okay. Woman not allowed to eat during the test. Woman required to drink concentrated. Okay lah, can. Okay, the last structure question here, guys. This is what's this? Respiratory structure form 4 bar 8. Form 4 bar 8. So first question, you have to label X and Y. Guys, obviously X is the spherical. This allows air to enter and move out. And Y would be the tracheal. Tracheal always join to the body cells. Tracheal always join to the body cells. So X spherical, Y tracheal. Oh, the next one is quite simple, guys. Draw 1 star. This is quite a common question. They always ask the adaptation. So you have to make sure you write a large number of tracheal, increasing surface area. Walls are also thin. Okay, thin walls. Guys, thin walls allow gases exchange. Thin walls allow gases exchange to occur quickly. I think these two is quite good already lah. The last one is okay only lah. The last one is okay lah. Okay, next. This is the API indicator. That's API is air pollution index. To be a bit straightforward, Malaysia have been facing haze problems since 2012 or 13. Okay, because of the forest fires, you know lah. Okay, so but I think there's lesser haze ever since the pandemic started. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Malaysia's haze. Guys, let's look at the question. Okay, so based on 9.2, explain how this phenomenon, meaning haze, heat, how does it reduce efficiency in our respiratory system? Guys, I can tell you so many points. There are so many points. Okay. So let me show you all the points because the schema gave many points and I choose the better ones for you. Okay. I think they gave 10 points. Wait, oh, more than 10 already. Yeah, 11 points. Okay, so I think this 6 is quite good. So first of all, we say that haze contain, you can say, toxic substances, and it's very dry, guys. Some of you may have skin itchiness. Yeah, skin itchiness during the period of haze. So this will dry up. This will dry up the alveoli as well. And yeah, mucus can. This may cause asthma. Oh, sorry, this one. Okay. Mucus, never mind. Mucus, never mind. This may cause narrowing of the air passage, leading to asthma. Asthma 1 mark. Okay, once you have that, you start to cough as well. So guys can touch on emphysema, less gaseous exchange. Okay, you can pause this to copy if you want to. You can pause this to copy. Because if I pause all the time, I think this video will be very long, 2 hours. Okay, so next, diagram 9.3 shows the breathing mechanism. One more. Sounds okay. Okay, diagram 9.3 shows the breathing mechanism in fish and also amphibian. Guys, you are required to compare. You are required to compare the breathing mechanism. The breathing mechanism in fish and amphibian. Okay, so guys, let's look at it. Similarity wise, yeah, these two guys, both involves inhalation and exhalation. Undergo inhalation, exhalation, whereby they change air pressure in the organ to do so. Okay. Hold on, wait. I think that 10 marks. 10 marks. My advice is normally you take 2 similarities, 8 differences for this type of question. I think this one, these two are good. These two are good. All right. Now, similarities, there are definitely a lot of points you can make use. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Fish and amphibian, the most obvious contrast, the most obvious difference would be their organs. Guys, fish use gills, amphibians use lungs. Okay, hold on. Okay, so if you're required to take 8 points here, definitely the first one you have to. This is a bit of the mechanism. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. 6. Yeah, both are okay. Both are okay. Actually, you have the 8 points here, just nice. Total there are 9 points. So you don't have to take just now that 1 point. So the rest of the 8 you can make use. Guys, the rest of the 8 you can make use. Okay, let's look at question 10. Let's look at question 10. So guys, I'm here to discuss all the essays. Not to like choose and then answer one for you. Okay, so if you look at question 10, guys, if you look at question 10, hepatitis B is a disease. So therefore, this we are talking about immunity. Form 4 Bug 11. Form 4 Bug 11. Okay, so this would be the blood test. Mr. K don't have antigen B. Sorry, antigen hepatitis B. Okay, then same goes to Mr. L. Now, Mr. K do not have antibody for hepatitis B, but L got, guys, L got. So let's look at the discussion. First step, we can state the obvious. Mr. K don't have these two. Means what? He was not infected before by hepatitis B. Okay, but how about L? How about Mr. L? Okay, it's above immunity level, because no, if it's above immunity level, we know he don't have to go for any jab. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, Mr. K got no antigen for hepatitis, and he was not infected before. But on the other hand, because Mr. K have antibodies, he has been infected before. So in terms of the discussion, guys, Mr. L is safer than K in terms for if we were to take this disease into consideration. Simply because Mr. L, his antibody level is way higher, and because hepatitis B is considered natural active so he does not have to go for any jab. Yeah, he has immunity against hepatitis B infection in the future. But guys, because just now we saw Mr. K don't have any antibody, right? He's supposed to go for a jab. Yeah, he's supposed to go for vaccination. And then explain what is vaccine. Okay, a little bit complex guys. Definitely, it's not that straightforward. It's not that straightforward, but still okay still okay. This type of question, sometimes, guys, have you experienced this before? You try question, but then you find you are not too, you know the process a bit, you know the facts a bit, but you do not know how to write it down because you lack. This is because you lack practice. Yeah, here the istilah of practice makes perfect. Makes a lot of sense. Guys, you can pause and copy lah. Okay. Okay, B. Guys, B here, before we look at the question, this is phagocytosis. While on the right-hand side, antibody is third line. So second line, third line. Baris pertahanan kedua dan juga baris pertahanan ketiga, second and third line. Here we got 1 mark already. As 1 mark, 1 mark. So this is the second line of defense because white blood cell here is a phagocyte. Guys, if you remember, there are 5 types of white blood cells, NEBLM, correct? The first and last carry out phagocytosis. So they are considered phagocytes lah. Okay, and as I just told you, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, lymphocyte, monocyte, the first and last, they are phagocytes. Therefore, they carry out phagocytosis, neutrophil and also monocyte. Then you can separately elaborate lah. Monocyte can form macrophages. Okay, yeah. Phagocytes, they engulf and then they use lysosome to destroy, to attack and destroy the pathogen. Okay. So if you know the format of roughly how to explain mechanism P, guys, Q just tweak the points. For Q here, we say it's the third line. The white blood cell involved must be lymphocyte. Must, M-U-S-T, must be lymphocyte. Yeah. So lymphocytes, they will attack cells that are infected. Okay, by producing antibodies, and therefore antibodies have to be specific. The antibodies have to be specific. You can mention agglutination or coagulation. Okay, guys, any 5 lah. This one any 5, that one any 5, then that's it. Okay. So, okay, coming to the discussion of, sir, in your opinion, which one, now normally I'll bring this up a bit. So in your opinion, which one should I answer? Whether should I choose question 9 or 10? Okay, for this set here, I would say this. It really depends on yourself. It really depends on how well you can explain. But I believe most of you might go for question 9 instead of 10. I'm guessing so lah. Unless you are very confident with number 10 boy. If you're very confident number 10 boy, sir, I think the 10 marks is quite in hand because I read a few times. Then you might choose 10. But to me, it's the difference of 5 to 10% is up to your understanding. You know, sometimes essays are very obvious. Yeah, sometimes 9 a bit easier than 10. All the students, majority 80-90% do question 9. Sometimes 10 easier, choose 10. So in this case, I think it's a half-half lah. Yeah. It depends on whether you know question 9 more than 10 by 5 to 10%, or you know question 10 more than question 9 by 5 to 10%, or even more. Okay. Okay, but choosing or not, 11 you cannot choose. Okay, guys, whatever you choose for 9 or 10, you can't choose for 11. Please don't do that. Okay, that's the dumbest thing to do. Okay, now diagram 11.1 shows 2 organisms, same species. Okay, and if you further analyze the question, if you move further down, you would know that this is a Form 5 chapter 13 topic, the last topic of Part 5. Of Form 5. Okay, guys, let's look at the question. Discuss the advantages, disadvantages. Let's look at it. Let's look at this straight. In aspect of increasing quantity, quality, and effect of human health. Okay, guys, can overcome food shortage. Definitely. Reduce costs. Wait, hold on. This one, overcome food shortage will always be an answer. Reduce costs, increase. This one not really lah. The last one not so important. This one, yes. This one. This is a bit subjective lah. Because normally we don't touch this kind of points. So guys, I think these 6 will be sufficient. These 6 will be enough. Okay. Okay, okay lah. Okay, for B, guys, let's look at question B. Let's look at question B. Let's look at question B. So diagram 11.2 shows the application of biotech in medicine and human health. Okay, so how to treat, they tell you here, genetic disease, Huntington's disease. Guys, from this picture here, you should know that we are talking about gene therapy, whereby we use normal gene to replace the abnormal gene. Gene therapy, 1 mark. Normal gene, normal functional gene is inserted to replace the abnormal one. Or virus will always be a carrier lah. Yeah. Okay. If you are quite okay with this topic, I think these first 3 points is in hand. The question is whether you prefer to use 0.4 or 0.5. That's up to you lah, guys. That's really up to you. Okay, that's up to you. Okay, next. Guys, so besides what medicine, biotech is involved. Okay, diagram. Yeah, this is oil spilling, guys. Please write oil spilling. Tumpahan minyak. Tumpahan minyak. So suggest how the pollution can be cleaned. Okay, guys, we learned something called oil decomposing bacteria in chapter 10. Oil decomposing bacteria. We break down oil using a certain type of bacteria. I'll give you the species name. Guys, by bioremediation, whereby we use a certain bacteria, or you can say oil decomposing bacteria. Oil decomposing bacteria. Okay, this is the species name, guys. You can take note if you want to. This is to clean oil, break down the oil, and then and it's very effective, guys. It's used even now, even today. Yeah, but just that the points and the marks allocated is just nice. It's just nice. Draw 3 stars. I want you to memorize this. Okay, this one here. Oh, this is the last question. So this is DNA profiling, also from the last topic. DNA profiling, they're asking how criminal cases can be solved or proven using biotech. This technique is called DNA profiling technique, whereby blood sample got DNA. Okay, this is to identify individual. Guys, you see, DNA is special or unique or distinct to every single individual. So my DNA profile will be different compared to yours. Yours will be different from your parents. Yeah. Only identical twins is the same. Okay, because DNA profile is, oh, here I got put also, okay, except identical twins. Okay. So criminal case can be solved using this DNA profiling method. Okay. Okay, guys, so that's all for today. That's all for this particular set. I'll see you in other sets. All right, guys. Yeah, good luck. Take care and all the best in your exams. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.